Good morning. Good morning, good morning, good morning. Who's out there? Ruth? Hi, Ruth. Hi, Deborah. Is Anina out there? Hi, Anina. Good morning. Oh, I feel much better in my room. I still have work to do, but I can walk on the floor without jumping over things. I seem to stack things up behind me, and it just was time to go through it. But I need to get things out of the back porch and upstairs. I've got a lot of empty boxes. Yay! All right. Good morning, everybody. Hi, Angie. Hi, Arlene. Good morning to you. Oh, today is Tuesday, July the 23rd. This is Meri at the Meri Atelier. Welcome to my desk. Welcome to my desk. I hope all is going well for you. Let me get over here to my channel on my notepad so that I can set things up and officially welcome folks in. Uh-oh, I hope it doesn't ask me to sign in. All right. Nope, it isn't. Okay. Good morning, good morning, good morning. There's Ruth and Anina. Good morning, Deborah. Hi, Deborah. Arlene and Angie. And Becky says, I'll be right back. I'm going to start the laundry and clean the kitchen, but I will be listening. Okay, Becky. Becky multitasks. Deborah says, good morning. Angie says, today and tomorrow is going to be sad days for me. Hugs to you, Angie. Angie's aunt, who had stage 4 cancer, passed away. So it is sad. It's always sad when a member of your family passes away. So there we go. Angie, hugs and prayers. Let me skip the advertising over here and kind of adjust my camera. I have fabric out. Now, I'm not going to slow stitch today, I don't think. Let me zoom out. I'm going to try an experiment. Let's see how that works. And Derwin's here. Derwin the dragon. He's got a yarn tail. And Penelope. Let's see, let's get them totally out of the way because what I'm going to be doing is dangerous. Before I do that, though, let me take these packs of fabric off. I'm just going to pull some pieces out of them, but I'm not going to stitch. I have some happy mail to share. We'll come back to that. The first thing I want to do is share my last few pages in my stitch journal. My last few, I'm working on this week's yet. And this stitch journal is getting fat. I can't imagine it being doubled, but we'll see. We'll see what happens at the end. K3N Cloth Tales is the person that I'm following this year for Slow Stitch. Of course, she gives all sorts of hints and book reviews that I end up going and buying the books. I did get a book that I'm going to share this morning off of Amazon with Prime Days, but I checked the price of it and it is still at a discounted price, so we'll talk about that later. Of course, this is upside down. I never open things the right way. And I'm not going to page through every page. I'm going to go directly to the back here. This page, it looks like a flower. Let me take it out and pin it up. Oops, there's more than one. There's one from the back. This is supposed to be my mandala. This one here. I'm not good at mandalas. And what I did is I had this piece of curtain lace that I got from Pearl's Finds, and Pearl will be selling later this afternoon. I think she said around 4 Eastern. Pearl's Finds. She sells all sorts of fabrics, and she sells other things, laces and book pages, and she sells all buttons and all sorts of things. But this was the lace off of the bottom of a curtain. And what I did was, you see these little fan pieces like this? I put them around the edge because I'm not good at mandalas. And you see the kind of satin scallop stitching here? That's what I put around the edge there. And you can't see it very well, but there's some green. It's a dark green fabric that I put in the side, and then a blue center. So that's my version of mandala, because I'm not good at them. I'm not good at mathematical precision. Just not good at it at all. And then when you flip the page here, this is the bird that I finished. He's all done. And I had fun doing him. He actually went pretty fast. This running stitch, once you get the hang of it, goes real fast. And this is Wembley. I found Wembley. I think I've showed him before. They're kind of what I'm calling fractor, because I get these off of Fractor Art that I see online. Dee Dee Willingham gifted me a Fractor book, and I'm hoping to locate it while I clean her. I have a feeling it's down below on my cart there. But I'll be doing more. I think I'm going to do a flower next. And Becky had shared, you'll have to go over to her channel. She shared a rabbit. Let me pin these back on. She shared a rabbit that she's crocheting with, and I went and watched a gal who's having a little contest with little bunny rabbits. You make a bunny rabbit. I'm going to slow stitch mine. I think I'm going to do a trapunto rabbit, like this mouse. It's really done on a hexagon. The lace around there makes it look circular, but this little mouse is a trapunto, Trapunto mouse. He's stuffed, and there's a special technique to do that. I think I'm going to do oh, it's not a rabbit. Did I say rabbit? It's a piggy. It's a piggy. Hi, Kimberly. Good morning, Kimberly. And I don't know if I'm going to get mine done in time to enter into the contest, but that's not the object of why I want to do it. I want to do it because I want to do some trapunto things. And I'm still working on this week's page in K3N Cloth Tales book, and her stitching, and it's called Folded Fabric. And I have done blue silk on a background, and it's out in the other room. I did not bring it in. I'll show it probably next week. This is my leaf that is crumbling away, and I'm not sure whether just to let it crumble. You can see it's every time I open this book, it crumbles a bit more. I'm just gonna, but what she said was to stitch around it, and I may take this off and stitch around here, so when it completely crumbles away, I will still have the stitching. This was the other nature piece that I did here. It's just a stick that I wrapped with fabric, and a hard hanger piece that I did. And then this is not crumbly too bad yet. And I might try to put some varnish on this, some matte medium, just on this part. I could try it over here, but I think I'm just going to let it crumble away. That project for me, I don't know if I did not get enough wax on them. I'm not sure. When you try something new, you're always kind of feeling around. And Becky had said, won't they crumble? But even if they do, I think I'm going to take this out and stitch around it. I noticed Janet Baum, when she was responding to Shannon's most recent video, said that she stitched around a leaf. And it worked out. Oh, she stitched around something that she had that made the outline. She slow stitched around it. and it came out, she had remarked it came out really good, so I might try that. So that's all I had in my stitch journal to share. Everything else you've seen before. I don't want to go through the whole thing again this morning, but it is getting fat, and I've started putting my own things in here, my own pages, like that bird and Wembley and stuff like that. I know I had remarked to K3N that I was thinking about doing it in 2 volumes, and then I saw her big fat one, and I said, no, I'm only going to do 1 volume, but I don't know if I can even get it on the shelf in 1 big volume. We'll see what happens in December. We'll see just exactly how fat this thing is. I'm trying to tie it back up. So I want to try something today. I want to get this completely off my desk, because what I'm going to do is a little dangerous. Not danger, but it could ruin the pages here if it leaked off on here. So I want to get this off my desk. Let me welcome folks in. Let me put this behind me. Okay. Let's look at chat. Where are you, Penelope? I'm here, she says. I'm here. Let's set my chat up to all messages and set my video quality up from 144 to 1080. So Kimberly's here, Anita's here. Becky says, Mary, it's not a rabbit, it's a pig in a blanket. Yes, I'm sorry. It's not a rabbit. I had rabbit on the brain. I was thinking about my Trapunto rabbit when I said that. It is a pig in a blanket. Thank you, Becky, for pointing that out. You'll need to go over to Becky's channel to get the link to her. I probably have it in my indirect shout-outs too. But Becky, I think she's British, the lady who's doing this. Becky is crocheting a little pink piggy for it. Hi, RT Nurse. It's good to see you. You just popped in. I haven't seen you in a long time. Welcome in. Hi, Renee. Good morning, Renee. Is here. Anina says, amazing. I'm still waiting on the day that I start to stitch. So many other projects. Yeah, I understand. I have a lot of projects too, and more in the works. Dee Dee says, Mary, you need to pick one and finish it. And let me put this bead in the jar while I found it here. Got a stray bead. Oh, yeah. My bead jar from Pearl. I got all these beads from Pearl, but I know I was showing this when I put it in there, and Kathy Whitney said, oh, it's pretty just like that, and I tend to agree. I don't know if I'll ever use all of these, but it sits over here. It makes a nice paperweight. Anina's here, Renee is here, RT Nurse is here. Arlene says, Anita, I understand. Yeah. Let's see. What did Angie say? Has anyone talked to Lori? I'm worried about her. I know she's having a hard time. I think, which Lori? Paint Girly Lori or Lori Loves Montana? Both of them are kind of going through a hard time. Hugs to Lori Montana. Her daughter got her hand caught in a taffy machine, I think she said, a candy making machine. And ouch. And Lori Pink Girly, her mother passed away. They had put her mother in assisted living, but her mother had progressive dementia. So hugs to both of them are going through a really hard time. And a lot of you are going. Hugs to Cheryl, little sister Cheryl. She's fighting breast cancer. And Angie, how's your hand? Angie's aunt passed away. We just have a lot of really sad things happening in our group. But, you know, we're here for each other in support. I can't reach out and hug you, but I can virtually. Let's see. Kimberly said she posted this morning, Angie. She's been to Dollar General and got some nice marker. I think she's doing the best she can. I think they're talking about Paint Girly. So I think I've said good morning to everybody. Kimberly, it's good to see you. Ruth Lamb popped in right at the beginning. Good morning, Ruth. And everybody. Prayers, Angie, or Arlene says, prayers for the struggle in our crafting community. Yeah, all those struggles. Angie says, my hand is doing okay. I don't know what I would do without you all. Yeah, I feel the same way, Angie. Well, what I want to do here, let me put a piece of wax paper down. I want to experiment with a piece of fabric. I got out several pieces here that some are scraps. One is not a scrap, but I think, let's put it like this. And what did I do with my fabric? Did I put it down here? Yes, I did. Let's try this bundle first and see what I have in here. Even this front piece, this is real ticking here. It's not a cotton ticking, it's real. And I had used, no, I didn't use this. I used the cotton ticking in one of my Christmas journals. Let's see. I bundled it up. Good. Oh, look, I've got several pieces here. Let's see what I have. Well, that's dollar store. This piece might work. That's more of the same. I don't want to use this embroidery stuff. I'm not sure I want to use, and this is silvery shiny. I could try it on there. So this really isn't what I'm looking for, this bundle. This $2 piece that I got at the thrift store might work nice. Of course, it's taped, and I got it. I didn't get it. This is not a recent purchase. This is just, it was sitting in my stash in there when I reached in there. Let's see if I can't tear this tape off. This red piece might be more what I'm going for. So we'll try these 3 pieces first and see what happens. What are you going to do, Mary? Oh, let me get this folded up. This red ticking is nice stuff. I should play more with it, but not this morning. I'm not going to stitch this morning. I just brought my stitch journal in to show you. I'm enjoying K3N Cloth Tales. Let's put it like that. She does a page every week. And I do go to other channels too, but I don't want to get overwhelmed with what I'm doing, because I can overwhelm myself with other stuff. Let me tear a piece of this off. This is really nice. I love this kind of vintagey red plaid. This is what I go for. And let's see, is that doubled? No, that's just one single piece. Look at it. It's as dark on the front as it is the back. That makes it nice. I want a fairly, let's measure out at least 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 4, 3, maybe right about here. Cut that, tear that, and I think I'll tear it down this way a little, and about Yeah, that should be good. We'll play with this piece that I'm tearing off here. If I can get it here. And if I like it, I might do more of it, because this might be nice for my stitch journal. Yeah, I'm going at this the wrong way. There we go. That's good. Now I got this mess to fold back up. There's quite a bit of fabric here. First time I've opened that from the thrift store. Whoops. So there's that piece, which I threw my little piece off here. Let me reach down for it. Now, it was hooked onto a thread. And let's see what else I have here. I thought I would try this. This fabric obviously came from Pearl. She loves her roses. And let's see what I have here. This is some sort of a something. Oh, I don't need the whites. Ooh, that's pretty trim, isn't it? That isn't what I want, though. I was going for this flower, but it's... Let's just cut this off. Just for experiment purposes. I use all this in my slow stitch anyway, so... Oh, actually, you know what I like to do? Let me take this piece out. Let me take these. And what I like to do, whenever I see a nice hem like this, I'm not sure what this was. Whatever it was, she tore it here, which is okay with me. Probably sharing it. She likes to share. But wherever I see a nice hem, what I like to do is rescue it, because these hems make nice ties for your bundles. Oops, and that didn't tear. Got my way. That tore the other way, which is okay because I'll tear it anyway, but you got to tear with the grain of the fabric, and this is probably going, looks like it might even be going on a bias here. I'll have to cut this. But I do like to save these hems, and I see a lot of them when I buy. Pearl sells a lot of placemats, and of course I only got one. I prefer tearing. It goes much quicker than me trying to cut things. But I want to save that hem. And I got that wax paper floating around underneath of it. And because I'm using these for ties, I don't care that it's not cut perfect. And when I get to a corner like this, I generally just leave it. Let me get clear in there. And that, I think I can tear this side over here. We'll see. Got to get it started. And there we go, down to the, and I'll just clip that off. See, and then I save these because I do find I use these a lot. So I'll put that behind me, and let's cut this rose out. I want to experiment with that. Actually, let's finish tearing this. There we go. Now I'll just throw this behind me and fold it up later. So we've got that piece. We've got the rose. We've got this black. And we've got this kind of a goldish brown. It's all cotton. That's what I'm going to play with this morning. I don't know. Probably work on polyesters too, but. So what I want to do, let me, might be a little dirty. I have it in my paint water. Let's start out with the red one. And I was noticing on a piece that I had, it was a text fabric. And as I was looking through my scraps, looking for something to use, and I love that texty fabric. This one happened to have numbers and everything on it. But I was noticing, you know how they distress? And I said, I think I'm going to try some Clorox here and see if I can't. Now, I know I've tried this on books before. I have a book that I got from Johnny at Junk. This does not look like it's... This looks color fast. Look, that Clorox is not even making a dent. I wonder how long I have to let that set before it starts fading it. Wait, what did they use on this that made it so color fast? That Clorox doesn't even... This is Clorox. This is cheap Clorox. This is not the strong stuff. This is dollar store Clorox. That might make a difference. Well, I'm just going to see if that will... That was kind of a fail. I can see it on here, but I don't see it on the fabric. Let's see what it does on this black dollar store fabric. Should be fading it. The Clorox should be fading it. Does not look like it's fading it much, does it? On these cottons. Why not? Oh, here it is, starting here, I think. Maybe not. Huh. This Clorox must not be very strong stuff. The dollar store stuff. It should be fading this fabric. That was what I wanted to go for, was maybe I just have to let it set. We'll let it set, and I'll check it at the end of chat here. Because I just want spots on it. Is all I want. See, I don't think it's fading it at all. Isn't that interesting that it would do that? Did Lori come in? Hi, Lori. Hugs to you, Lori. I'm going to dip this in here. I'm really puzzled that it's not fading this fabric. It must be the Clorox must be super diluted. I don't smell it too bad. I poured it right from the jug. This must be the kind you can put in your wash without it. Well, I'm really disappointed. I'm just going to bundle this all up in one bundle and wrap it up in this wax paper and see if it just needs to set a while. Maybe it's non-bleach Clorox. Is there such a thing as non-bleach Clorox? I thought all Clorox was bleached. It must be, because it's not doing a thing. Well, phooey. I'm going to wrap all this up. I'm very disappointed. I'll have to go out and look at the jug. I thought all Clorox was bleached. I'm going to put the lid back on this before I spill it. Well, if it would have got on my journal, I wouldn't have cared. It must be, because I buy it to I put Clorox in my dish towels, and it does bleach it bleaches the bath towels, I can tell you that, because I don't know if it's the same stuff I had, though. Oh, look, it bleached the paper towel. The wax paper there. Okay. It must be, Lori, non-bleach Clorox. I've never heard of non-bleach Clorox. I thought it was all bleachy. All right, I'm just going to put it like this, and I'll check it. I doubt that it's going to do anything now. I wonder what it'll do on paper. A book paper or something, will it? Let me see what I have here. Let's just try. I'm looking fast. That was a disappointment. I want to see what it'll do with inky stuff. What do I have? I have this Christmas. No, that's not what I want. Well, I'm glad. I was going to try it on this. I don't have it here. I got some red tape nature fabric. I was going to try it on that, but now I'm glad that I saved it because, now what do I have? What do you have, Meri? I don't know. That's glossy paper. It's probably got a coating on it. I clean too much. I can't find anything. Let's try it on. This is coated paper, though. There's some. Let's try it. This is a church. I put the lid back on it. Oh, no, that's a cloud. Where's my paintbrush? Let's try. This is a coated paper. I'd be very surprised. Well, this must not be a strong Clorox like what I'm thinking. Because it's not doing anything with this paper's coated. Well, I know I can put it in my laundry with not too much problem. I'll have to, it's the only Clorox we have. I'll have to get the real stuff, I guess. Try it again another day. I'll try it again another day. Oops. That was a failure. And I'm sure it's the Clorox. That's what I want to do, though. I want to put bleach spots on my fabric. Look, that didn't even phase that paper. It cleans it, though. Disinfected it. Smells good. Well, phooey. Scratch that. Let me put these back. This was from an old fussy cut experiment that I was doing. All right, let's look at chat. Hi, Jacqueline. Welcome in. I think they have it so it doesn't ruin your clothes. Yeah, that's probably what that is. Well, I'll just empty this in the next. Well, I have to do some dish towels anyway. Angie says, Meri has handmade whiskey in that jar. I don't think I would drink this, Angie. I think it would make me properly sick. Probably, if you splash your top, it would probably bleach that. Yeah. It probably would. Well, now we know, Lori says. She's trying to make me feel good about it. Aw, Lori, hugs. I wish I could just reach out and give you the biggest hug. Kimberly said, hugs to you, Lori. Let's see, what else is... Jacqueline popped in. Good to see you, Jacqueline. That is pretty fabric. Kimberly says, good morning, Jacqueline, lovely Jay. I love your zine. Janet showed it yesterday. Oh, I bet she did a beautiful zine. Hi to those who came into chat, Angie says. Anina says, for me, crafting became so important to sneak into another world and mind off the hard of what happens. It's healthy for the soul. It really is, Anina. Hi, what is it? Shell Shishan? Max Crafty Corner says, first time hopping on your channel. If you're still out there, I'm going to call you Shell. If you're still out there, Shell, welcome in. We're glad to have you join us. This is a really friendly group. So pop in and join us. There's where Artie Nurse came in. And Angie said her hand is doing okay. Well, I smell that Clorox on my hands. Well, I'm kind of disappointed. And I've got this fabric stack out here now. Let me put that behind me. And I have some Happy Meal to share. I'll go ahead and share that. Stitch It Pam had a sale on her website. And I bought, I think they're buttons. I can't remember for sure. And I'm just going to cut this envelope because I don't want to show her address. And you guys, I've been throwing away all my envelopes. I've got so many saved, I can make 10 million junk journals, so I've been throwing this stuff away. And I cut the label. I am paranoid about leaving addresses on envelopes when I put them into the trash. So I shred the addresses. Let me do that. My brother, he just throws, he'll even throw unopened junk mail in the trash. And I'm going, you don't know who's going through that mail. And he says, oh, they put it all in a big bundle and it squashes it down good. So, but I still don't trust it. So let's see what I got from Stitch It Pam. Here, I believe they're buttons that I bought. If I remember right. It's a nice little bubble wrap sack here. Oh, she sent me a couple bobby pins as a thank you gift. Quaker grass. Oh, cool. Let's open this up. This is the thank you gift. I might have to zoom in so you guys can see this better. Quaker grass, agitation. Quince is temptation. Raspberry is remorse. It's a little thank you. And she sent me a couple bobby pins. And here's the little flowers that she sent. Little gifty flowers with the, she even sent me a couple bobby pins for these. Thank you, Pam. Stitch It Pam has, does she have a channel? I can't remember. She's not in here. Hi, Kathy D. Good morning, Kathy D. It's good to see you. Well, I'm disappointed in my Clorox. And, ooh, look at these buttons. They're beautiful. She's got the, she took them off the, she's got the little La Boutique. Aren't those beautiful? Ooh, I'll use those. Ooh, I could even use it on my slow stitch that I'm doing this morning because I'm using that silk that I got from, oh, can't pronounce her name. The Indian lady who sold with Pearl. Oh, these are beautiful buttons. But that silk is about this color. This will look beautiful on them. I'm going to use these probably right away. At least a couple of them maybe. Or maybe just one. So I got those. And here's some black ones with little diamond type centers. Let's open this up if I can. Don't tell me to cut it. I don't like cutting stuff. Well, I like cutting stuff, but not my... So these are little black buttons with the little bling in the center. These will look good on slow stitch too. These have a shank buttonhole. Those others had flat buttonholes. Shank buttonholes will work if you have a thicker page, but you probably want to use those more on a dimensional piece or maybe even on a blouse. Although I do not typically wear buttoned blouses. Sometimes I do. But now I just typically wear those knit tops that you... So those came from Pam. Thank you so much, Stitch It Pam. Who I get mixed up all the time with Made by Pam. I was talking the other day to a Pam in my chat, and I thought it was Stitch It Pam, and it was made by... No, I thought it was Made by Pam, and it was, she said, I think you're thinking of Stitch It Pam. Then I'm in a napkin swap on Beth Schuler's group, and I got one of my envelopes back. Look at that textured piece there. That's pretty cool. And this is from Colleen. I'll just call her Colleen G. She's not the Colleen that streams with Kathy Bird. She's another Colleen. I think I can cut. Maybe I'll cut here. No, I like to cut. Let's just make a little slit there in the corner. If I can't get in here with my scissors. I don't want to cut the napkin, but I think I'm okay. I like to make pages out of these envelopes when I get them. I'm going to have to do that because I've got enough Happy Mail probably to make a nice little journal. And let's see what she sent. Ooh. Look at the birds. Oh, isn't that pretty? And she's already, I did not take the backing off of mine. She's already taken the backings off of these. Oh, maybe I need to zoom out now. Let me zoom out a little. Whoops. Out, Mary. Out. Not in. Out. Well, giving you a ride here till I find the sweet spot. I guess that's as good as it's going to get for now. Is that too much? Yeah, let me zoom in just a little. It's hard to find when you stream on your phone. It's hard to find the... It's hard to zoom it. So there's the birdies. And here's some grass, some floral. More floral here. Oh, isn't that beautiful? And the butterflies. Thank you for taking the backs off for me. I did not think to do that. I got rid of my $2.50 collage napkin, though. I gave them a bad review on Amazon. Told them those napkins were not worth $2.50 a piece. They probably deleted my review. And then here's the Happy Mail. She sent me some die cuts. A receipt. A whole bunch of little inchies. Oh, it's a cluster. How cool is that? A little something for you. And some papers, some Happy Mail. So thank you so much for that, Colleen. That is cool, super cool. Where am I going to put it now? I need a special box for this. I I'm going to cover another one of those little boxes to put stuff like this in. I've got stuff like this from years ago. A Happy Meal that hasn't been used yet. Just let me put it behind me. So the other thing I want to show you, I'm reaching for it. Hold on. Let me put these down. Is I bought these from Lindy and Sean Designs several weeks ago. Where's the lift on this thing? This chair. My chair lift is sinking down on me. These are Kentucky Derby programs. And what I've been doing here, hopefully I have one out. I do. I sorted out, I kept 2 of every issue. They're out in the other room. These are all extras. These are all extras here. This one I've already fussy cut out of. And let me tell you, this is fun stuff because there are cool pictures here. And these bigger pictures are just the program guide, can still be used for different things like tags. I get the biggest kick out of reading the names of the horses. This is Kentucky Derby. This one happens to be May 4th, 2013. But Brink of War, Balance of Power, Perfect Title, Bellarmine, Brazilian Court. I like to read the names of the horses on here. But this is just extra here. Then I got into fussy cutting. Look at this. Look at these cool fussy cuts. There's a cap and a hat. This was off of their shop page. Little things they were selling in their shop. I mean, it just goes on. And this is all out of one magazine. Here's a Trophy and the Horse. This one I left all together, but you could fussy cut it. Here's a Pretty Lady. Churchill Downs. Here's the map, the guide map to it. So this would make a fun journal in and of itself. Here's a Lucky Horseshoe with, this is a vintage picture. I think that is, looks like Winston Churchill. Doesn't say. Here's a trophy again. And then you get into some larger pages that I didn't want to cut. And there's some more fussy cuts. Mint julep glasses. Here's the rose. They were telling about how it's made in here. Look at this. The horse. This is all fussy cut here. And what I thought I would do with this one is have a giveaway. Here's Winston Churchill again. I think that's Winston Churchill. And there's a couple other vintage photos. And I would let you choose whether you wanted the whole magazine or just the fussy cuts. Because, look, I was going to cut this. I cut the bottom off. Was just advertising for Yum Brands, I think. But look at this. Gloriously infused cucumber and rose petal gin. A most unusual gin. And I even saved some jockey feet, some little jockey tops. Kentucky. I mean, I've got a whole stack of these. And I don't remember, I don't think I paid much for these. I thought I was only getting 1 or 2. They sent me a whole bundle of them. So I thought somebody, because I'm keeping what I want, I thought somebody might enjoy these fussy cuts to make a journal. So I'm going to have a giveaway. Let's see, there's 19 of you in here. It's only $6.48. I think I'll have my giveaway at 8 o'clock maybe. And this gets more into... See, I couldn't cut that. I couldn't decide whether to cut up the horse or the vintage Churchill down. So I said whoever wins this can make that decision. Here's some movie stars that went to the Kentucky Derby, and then you get more into programming pages at the bottom, at the back. So I thought I would give this away. Maybe I'll just not let you choose and say I'll send you the whole magazine. I'll just drop it in an envelope, a 9x12 envelope that I know exactly where they are now. Yay me. I won't have to look for them. So this one's going to be a giveaway. And the fussy cuts are already mostly cut. You might want to trim them or do what you want with them. So I'm going to put this one aside. We'll have a giveaway at, what did I say, 8 o'clock? Let me pin that message. Give me a minute to type this in. Kentucky Derby. And it's a program. They're programs, official programs. Program, P-R-O-G-R-A-M, fussy cut. I'm typing with one finger, so give me a minute. Giveaway at 8 a.m. Central. I should probably capitalize the D. All right. And you can play if you want to win it. If you don't want to win it, you can play for somebody else if you want to. Or you can do what you want. I thought it would show you how I go about fussy cutting. I've done this before. I don't need all of these. And I'm not going to go through the entire magazine because that would be boring. Put that behind me. I've got a mess to clean up. But the first thing I do, and it was really easy to do these because they were stapled. So I just went to the cover and pulled it off of the staple and did that with every page. And then I go through and I pick out the programming stuff because, you know, you could do a lot with this, with these. Well, these have some pictures in there. I might save that. But you can do a lot with just this. I'm going to cut this out. And I've got some really cool ones in there that are duplicate. But they're all based on the Kentucky Derby. So you could make a journal for somebody if you don't care for it for yourself. You could send it to Happy Mail. Put it in Happy Mail, which I might do sometime. Now, you could save those if you wanted. But it says, get your group excited right out of the gate. You could save stuff like that. I'm not going to. I generally take the programming matter and sometimes I cut it up and sometimes I don't. So this has still got this staple on the inside here. Let me pull this one off. And sometimes the advertising is pretty standard, like this is, you saw that in the other. Let me grab my ruler. I don't care to cut everything. And let's just tear this. This goes in the trash. Now you could leave this, but I am going to cut this because I like to cut the banner shape. No, I think I'll snip here. And sometimes I leave a white border, especially if it's around the, well, around people's heads. I typically leave a white border so I don't cut their ear off or something. So there's Fussy Cut there. This horse is kind of too dark to save, so these are, depending on what you like, you could save that. I don't particularly care for the little cartoonish stuff, so I'm not going to save it. So there's quite a bit of center matter here. You could make an entire journal out of that. But look at this. Isn't this cool? Kentucky Derby Oaks. And I think I'll just cut it there and save the... let's do it like this. There's nothing on the back. So I have been fussy cutting and getting rid of a lot of... Where'd that ruler float off to? He was here just a minute ago. Here he is. Getting rid of extra stuff. Well, look, I ran right over it with my chair. Honestly. Kind of destroyed that. Not too bad. That one's okay. Flew on the floor and I backed my chair up over it. So I've been trying to get rid of a lot of stuff, or at least use it for what I intended for it to buy. And what I tend to do is take the magazine cover, depending on whether I want to keep it or not. I tend to take, now this is the first page here, hold on. I tend to take the cover like this and put these things in it so I keep it all together. See how that works here. It works out on my recliner. Isn't that a cool picture? That would look good on the front cover. Let's see, I'm going to put this up here like that. Hopefully that'll stay. I don't know. Let's put this on top of it. There we go. So this is the front. I popped over to the front. But see, I would save, and depending on what it says, I might save it. Here's the facility map again. So that other one that I goofed up, what's on the front here? See, I have to make a choice. Do I want these real cool horses that say welcome, or these that were they're getting ready to go around the track? Presenting the greatest 2 minutes in sports. Sometimes I can't decide, and like when I did that, I'm just going to knock all this stuff off. I'm going to take it out of here. I need more room. Let me put this down here. Maybe that'll stay better down there. Now see, I could save that horse, and I'd already have the facility map out of the same magazine, so I can just tear it here and there, and that's probably what I'll do. Because, like I said, when I'm doing this stuff for myself, when I'm doing it for myself, I don't, you know, if I destroy something on the back, it just, I know I have duplicates of these. If I don't have duplicates, sometimes if I can't decide, I just put it aside and come back to it later when I actually want to use something. That's trash. That's trash. And you need to get a trash bag close by. I have a tall trash bag that I use out by my recliner when I do this stuff. Little grocery sack doesn't really cut it for. Alright. And I think I'm going to save this because I like this too. Actually, if I tear it here, I actually can make the decision when I use it, whether I want to use this side or that side. And I'm not going to go through this entire magazine. You know, I saved the roses over here. What does it say? Kentucky Derby online ticket sale. Let's cut this right here. Save some of those roses. That might make a nice page border or a tag border. So I probably will only make one journal. I might send some of this stuff in Happy Mail. And I'm not going to do this entire magazine here. I'm just getting it. Just showing you some of the pieces, some of the fun things that are in here. For program guides. Now see, look, I got that again. And what's on the back here? So on this one, see, it's the same picture, same magazine, same picture. This one I would probably use this, and then I have this one here. And if I tear it here, I'll get his head. But that's okay. I like this too. But you know, you have so many of these types of things. Let me just tear it here. And I'll probably tear his head off. We'll see what's left here. Yeah, I tore his head off. So that happens. So I just trash it. That's all. And here I can, this says download the Twin Springs phone app. I'm not interested in that. So tear that off. Got more horses running here. 2 minutes and it's all over with. All that trouble, all those people. Well, there's more than one race though. All right. So we're back to more program matter here. Let's just, and you know, I don't typically save these type of things. It's not of interest to me. Then I'll decide on that later. Let's get through the program matter. That was not a very, oh no, there's more here. Huh, that's a thicker paper. There's a nice looking horse trailer. Need a nice, look at what's here. All right, let me put the program guide things down here. See, I like this. I like that old barn. What's on the, and there's nothing but program matter there, and I've got plenty of program matter. I'm not so interested in this. Looks like they're selling their horses. Let's tear this here. There's even a horse and a cowboy up there you could save for a tag. What does it say? Leading reins. But I think I'll save this little picture up here. And I'm just going to tear it there. And so I have a whole stack of these to go through. I'm going to keep both of those together for now. Not interested in that. It's trash. Another one of these. I saved the program stuff just because I'll decide what to do with those later. Enjoy the 142nd Kentucky Derby in style. I'm not interested in the restaurant stuff down here. It's advertising a hotel suite, I think. But they got a good picture of the Derby there. And this is Joe Christophic expert selections. And then there's this semi truck on the back. but I like that. So I'll not semi-truck, it's a horse trailer. So you would have to make a decision here depending on what you were doing. I'm going to save this. You could save that much of it, but not for me. And let's see. Looks like downtown Kentucky, Louisville. And I could save that, but it's kind of faded. Not all thoroughbreds run on a track. How to wager. Yeah, I could save those. Let's save this. This is John Deere advertisement. They supported the Kentucky Derby, obviously. At least that year they did. And yeah, I'm going to cut it right here. Whew! It's getting warm in here. I have that fan on, but... And let's see. Let's save these horses. I might want them. So this goes pretty fast when you're get at it. Whoops, I wanted those here. Let's throw these away because they're trash. And there's nothing there. This is a cool picture. It's on nothing on the back I want. It says the chimneys. Things are coming up roses. We'll take charge, exchange rate, Sky Mesa, Strong Monday, yes it's true, brilliant speed. So I'm not sure the print in there, but I'm going to leave that whole picture. Let me grab all of these and put them on top here. How to read that, but look at this picture. It even says wings. I'm going to save that whole page. Over here it says Ritz and Wings here. This is the other side of it. Ritz and Wings. That's kind of cool. So these, and here's the trophy. Dream big. And then the rose thing was on the other side. Now see, I can't decide. However, I know I already have one of these in my one that I saved for myself. So now I think I'll save the whole page for right now because it says, well, that's Super Saver there. I don't really, not interested in that. But I'm going to save that whole page because it has a trophy, it has pictures, it says the word Dream Big. Look like the jockey is hugging the owner, or the owner's hugging the jockey, one or the other. And here again, I'm going to have to make a decision. If I cut it here, I'll cut these rays, but this is picture's kind of dark, and I see it's got some red streaks through it like this, so I think I'm going to save this. Rachel Alexander. Catching up with Rachel Alexander. Get an update on the race team. I'm not interested in that. I'm interested in the picture itself. Now you could take one of these magazines and save bits of text out of there if you're making a journal. Take another, I got another duplicate of this. Go in and go for the text. I lived in Louisville for maybe a year or so when I was contracting. And I went to Churchill Downs, not when it was active. I just drove, you could drive down that way if you wanted. And I saw the buildings and everything. Now here's the home where there's the hat and the julep, and I cut out what I want. I'm going to save that off. I'm not going to fussy cut it here. All right, see, this says get with the program. This says Derby. But look at this. The pursuit of the Triple Crown begins. So I think I'm going to save that whole page and decide what I want when. And I'm not interested, well, the watches, but I have the watches from another tear. And this is pretty thick. Let's see what I have here. What do I want? See, that's Queen Elizabeth. There's celebrity stuff in here. I'm not interested in that, and I'm not interested in this. So what I would do, you pick what you're interested in for yourself. 1988, former double mint twins. 1978, a firm becomes the 11th Triple Crown winner, right there. So I'm not going to fussy cut these. I'm just going to save them how I'll fussy. I'll make that decision when I use them. Beautiful picture of a horse there. Let's take that out. 2004 Kentucky Oaks winner. And got a little pictures here. I like this one. This one I have a hard time, but this is the one that had the red streaks through it. And, you know, I'm probably not saving stuff that would interest somebody else. I'm going to save this horse here just for a smaller piece. I'll save that off. And I think I'm just about done here. I wasn't going to go through them all, but... And I'm only going to go through one. I won't go through the others. Stop and smell the roses often. I like that. And you could actually put something over the between health and life. But I like this whole picture here. I'm going to have to snip off a part of the spire, but that's okay. And what I'll probably do here is take and put something over this. So I'll save that. And I like this, but I don't like the Yum brand or the logos down below. So let's just tear to there. And here's the red, white, and blue. I think I can get most of that on there. And let's tear it here. Well, actually, I could probably tear it. I'll save that. And I'm just going to tear that. And we're getting there. That's cool. Here's a Kentucky field with the horse fences. There's a lot of that going on down there. Oh, I don't know if I can save them or not. No, it's not going to happen. I want the horses. And I like this born and bred print. So let's save that. And I might as well save the fields. Might want it for something. And there's Churchill Downs again, I think. What's up at the Downs? Save that. And that picture's not clear enough for me, so I'm not going to save it. And nothing but advertising here. I could save these, but, well, maybe I will. Might as well. Now, when am I going to do what with this? Not this morning. But see how I have almost a themed journal there. A couple magazines that I have a journal. And I have a whole stack of these. I don't know what I'm going to do with them all. I'm going to make at least one journal. Let's put all this stuff in here. This one I'm going to keep for myself. But I wanted to show these to you. I have a big old stack of them. All right, there we go. Let me come out and look at chat. I'll put this behind me. Put Penelope here. Keep you company for a minute. Got all these fabrics to deal with here. I'm kind of disappointed in my Clorox experiment. Let's see. What did I do with my... Did I bring it in here even? Thought I brought some stuff in I wanted to show you. Hold a second, let me go out in the other room. Probably had it in my hand and set it down again. What I did with it. How can I bring stuff in and set it down? That's the last I saw of that. Hold the phone. I got fabric, my journal. Where did I do that? Here, put it over here. No, that's my... Well, honestly, what did I do with it? I must have brought it in here because it's not out there. I'm looking, hold on, I have something I want to show you. I can't find it. Grr. Huh. What did I do with that thing? I guess I'm at a standstill. I'm befuddled. I know I brought it in here. I don't see it. Did I stack it up in here? No, I wouldn't have done that. It's not there. Well, I'm at a standstill. My papers. Doggone it. I hate when I do this stuff. I know I brought it in here. I don't see it around me. I bought Prime Days. I bought some quilters templates. Let's open those up because I got this when I cut fabric. This has actually got a nice padding. Prime Days. I was going to show you the book I got at Prime Days. I noticed this isn't quite, these aren't quite as thick as the ones I see in the quilt stores, though. But I wanted some of these quilting rulers. This is a nice, don't know if I can get those labels off. Make a nice transparent art journal page. I keep saving these things. I've got a whole bag of them. Well, I'm looking for that other while I'm doing this. I can see me losing these. Oh, they have the little, I think you put these on the feet. I'm not going to, though, because I want to be able to turn, well, I don't know if I want to turn them over or not, but there's this different sizes. I think there's 4 sizes. This looks like it's 8 by 10, 4, 4, 8 by 8, a 4 by 4, and a 6 by 6, and a 12 by 12. Yeah, I'm going to put these little things. I'll lose these real fast. This big one I can put underneath, which is the one I'll probably use. These I'm going to put back in here. So they will stay together. Well, I'm disappointed in myself. Here it is. I put my... Is that it? No. There. Well, I can't show you if I can't put my hands on it, so I guess I'll move on. I don't know what I'll move on to. Let's look at chat. Good time to stop and look at chat, Mary. Let me refresh my chat. Usually if I'm looking for something and I look and look and look and I quit looking and I'll run across it. Let me refresh my chat. Hi, Dar. Hi, Belinda. Welcome in. What is that? Whisk brand? This happens to me while I'm sitting in my chair. Hi, Whisk brand. I know. How is it that you can get something out and have it, you know, right under your nose and can't find it? I lose things in 3 feet of space. All right, welcome in, Whisk brand. Hi, Paul. Hi, Raul. Becky said, well, that's weird, Mary. Mary was stuttering and shaking on my screen. I had to refresh. I stutter and shake all the time, Becky. That's never happened here before. That's interesting, Becky. I'm sorry. I stuttered. Hi, Not So Fast. We got a lot of new folks in here, or not new, but kind of new. I've seen you all in here before, but welcome in. Glad to have you join us. Angie says she's back. Bruce Brand said, are those quilters boards? Yes, they are. They're quilters rulers to help you cut. And I really needed one. I also found my rotary cutter. I kind of knew where it was on my little project cart, but it got buried. I located that. The little fairies are borrowing things, Mary. Yeah, Raul, I got a lot of fairies in here. I think they're more gremlins than fairies. They're gremlins. Oh, Whisk brand is Carla. Hi, Carla B. Welcome in, Carla. It's good to see you. Raul says, yes, Joni, they need to craft an art too. Yeah. Well, let me talk about Raul because he and Miriam at MMW are curious. MMW are, let me go out here to my community tab. They are having a streamathon, a summer extravaganza. Let me go out to my YouTube channel. Hopefully I'm at my channel. I am. And go to, do you agree that this ad is relevant to you? Orthopedic art support, I'm going to put neutral on that. Sometimes I answer these. I'm neutral because I probably wouldn't buy them because I'm not in the market for that, but I don't mind some of the polls that they put out there. Okay, I want to go to my channel and I want to go to my community tab. And here's my bird. There's my welcome. This I put up into, we've got an arch. We've got an archway here when you come into my studio, and I put this room divider up in front of it. When I had family, my brother's granddaughter had a baby in March, and they brought her down to meet her great grandpa. And oh, it was so sweet. I never saw my brother oogle and google over a baby so much. He just went nuts over that baby. He said, I don't want to break her, but once she got in his arms, his heart melted. His heart melted. It was just so good to see him. Yeah. I would show the picture, but I really don't have permission from her mother, so I don't want to get in trouble by doing that. But anyway, when they were there, it was a mess behind there, so I drug that room screen and put it in front of the doorway. I think I'm going to leave it there. I kind of like that, the entryway. But that isn't what I wanted to talk about. What I want to talk about on my community tab here is this, Midsummer Art and Craft Extravaganza. And this is a video. If you go to my community tab and click on that, it'll go to a video. This is MNW Art Curious. She's telling you all about the streamathon. She's inviting, if you create content, you are welcome to join in. And I'm going to go back down to let me get down here to the more here. And it says, this is the invitation. It says, we invite you to our Midsummer Art and Craft Extravaganza Streamathon, Fiesta de Art. What is this project? It's a 6-day streamathon. Every day, another art or craft theme style. And then it lists all the things that are going on over the 6 days. You can go out and read it. I'm not going to read them all. But every participant, if you create videos or do lives or do any content on YouTube, you are welcome to participate, and you contact either Raul or Miriam, and they'll help you set up a schedule here. They've got all the times and what's happening on every day. And let's see, let me read this here. Every participant can choose multiple time slots. You can live stream and premiere your videos, long form or shorts. We can choose your time slots. Time slots start at 1 a.m. Eastern till 6 p.m. Eastern. We will do this project on August 15th till the 20th for 6 days. So that's coming up next month. Keep an eye out for it. And if you're interested in creating something and being a part of the content creation, you're certainly welcome to contact Raul or Miriam. And this is good for you guys just to know what's happening out there and come watch some. It's almost like a little art retreat at home, isn't it? Yeah. So that's coming up in August. I wanted to give that a shout out. Let me put this back over here. Let's see, let me refresh my chat. Chat filter, all messages. Let's go up a little. The little fairies are borrowing my... I don't know what I did with that. I bring stuff in here to show you, and then I put it down someplace. Cutting boards. Becky said, well, that was weird. I was shaking and stuttering on Becky's screen. Oh, dear. Let's see. Joni says, not being able to find things in the craft room is a universal problem. Well, what's happened here is that I cleaned and sorted. But I had that book that I wanted to show you out in the other room, and I was sure I brought it in here. It's not out there. I went and checked. But look what I found. I bought this book. I happened to be in Lincoln at the bookstore once this year. My brother had to go for a doctor appointment, and we don't have bookstores around here. Not even where I go to Hobby Lobby. If I buy books, I got to buy them on Amazon. But I happened to be there, and I knew Beth was using this book. And I bought it, and I lost it. So maybe we'll do something out of there since I can't find anything else that I brought in here. I'm just so mad at myself. I guess I'll show it again another day. All right, let's see what else is going on in chat. Penelope said, what'd you do? Push me aside? Belinda came in. It's good to see you. Joni's here. Wishbrand is Carla V. Raul's here. Is that Miranda Lambert Country Star? I don't know. Probably somebody that she saw when I was fussy cutting. I love a good John Deere tractor, Carla says. Oh. Joyce, good morning, Joyce. I think Joyce is doing the pigs in a blanket. Becky says she's working on her piggy's body this morning. I think I'm going to do, I could design the piggy we'll do that. Because I'm thinking, what was I going to do next? We'll design the little trapunto piggy that I'm going to make. I probably will not enter it into the contest, but I like to do these little trapunto pieces. Let's see. Joyce said she's forgot to put her eyes on anything on her piggy. I think she's going to go do that. Hannah Arenai says, oh, love. I'll be back. Oh, Angie has family visiting. Hannah, welcome in. I haven't seen you here before. If you're out there listening, welcome. I don't see all the new people that's come in here, or the new or the people who've been visiting. Boy, I'm loving seeing you all. That animation, Yellow Horses, is cute. Let's see. I was reading Raul. Let's see. Raul says, Kimmers, I was here since the beginning. I was eating homemade tacos, and I experiment with the filling. I made pumpkin and Spanish sausage. That sounds interesting. Raul says, Pink Girly, Miriam and me are trying to contact you for the Midsummer Streamathon. Raul, if you're listening, Pink Girly's mother passed away, so that may be one reason why she's been a little incognito lately. So, if you're interested, Lori, we'd love to have you come join us at the Midsummer Streamathon. Raul says, hi, Mary and friends. Hi, Kimmers. Lala. Was Lala in here and I didn't say good morning to her? Hi, Lala, if you're listening. Raul says, good morning to everybody, and I can't go up any further. So let's go down to the bottom. Raul says, I don't see Penelope's eye, Mary. Does she have needles in them? Oh, probably. Oh, I have lace in her face. She's got lace in my face, and there's a needle here. Her eyes are really dark, and because she's an older doll, her eyes are darker, and they're getting darker because of the paint's kind of wearing off. That her eyes look that way. I call them flirting eyes. Kind of hard to see. There, you can kind of see them there, but she's getting the white in her eyes, is the black is there. You can kind of see them, that I had this lace in her face. She gets a lot of treatment over here, let me tell you. She puts up with it. All right, I'm going to do two things. I want to work in this, and I want to design my piggy. And at 8 o'clock, we're going to have that giveaway for the Kentucky brands. And I'm getting I made cards. Was it Friday night? I made cards, and I had a giveaway, and I'm sending those off. So they'll be off in the mail. Well, I can't cut fruit in half here. When drawing outside, let's just pick a page here. Today, create a drawing using one continuous pen line. Choose an object. Here, let's do this one. This is on page 252. And if it sucks through here, I'm okay with that. I'm going to use my Sharpie. No, we'll use my Tombow marker. So, I'm not going to draw that. I'm going to draw Penelope in one continuous line. But it says, this is on page 252. This is the 365 Days of Art. Let's date this down here as 23, 24. Just so I have a record of when I did this page. But it says, today create a drawing using one continuous pen line. Choose an object, Penelope's here, and draw the outline without taking your pencil off the page, unless you really need to. This activity helps to coordinate what your eyes see and your hand and pencil does. So they also recommend you do this for freeform quilting. Pretend that you're a quilter doing freeform machine. So I'm going to try to do Penelope here. You're going to see her top down, but I need to see her face on. Now, I probably will not get too much of the detail, and I've drawn Penelope so many times that I kind of know what she looks like. But here we go. We're going to start here. Let's start up here. And the object is not to take your pen off of the paper, and just one continuous line. I'm doing the little circles up on top of her head here, right up here. So this is kind of a mirrored embroidery trim that we put as a hat. Oops, don't take that pen off, Mary. I kind of lifted it a little, and her head is kind of slanty. Whoops. She's got a big long face. Oh no! Well, let's put another hat on her here. Let's expand her head. And let's make her face not look so long. And then she's got some lace that trim coming down this way. Now this, if you get too detailed, it makes a difference. So, and then she's got some needles in here. I'm trying not to take my pen off of the paper. Let's come back down here. We'll put a tassel in here because that lace has little tiny tassels on it. And we'll put another one in here. And you see all sorts of pins stuck in her. Well, it's kind of hard to not lift your pen off the paper here. And we'll come down this way. And now I know I can't see it here because it's too dark, but I know there's a trim down here on her body. Oh, this is not a good, it's all out of perspective, but it's supposed to coordinate your eye and your hand. I do better by verbalizing than I do anything else. Saying, oh, this nose goes here, and all right. Now I don't see, well, there is a pin there. They're kind of hidden in there. And I'm kind of making it up too. And then there's some more kind of little lace in here with some scallops. So part of it, you want to lift your line up because you think, oh, I want to draw this over here. Now, I'm right up in here, and I think I'm going to put a pin there even though it doesn't exist there. And let's see. We need to come back this way. I know she's got a kind of a netted collar in here, and this is more, not that I see it, except I know it exists. And let's just put some netting in there. And I'm trying to just scribble it in. Now I need to come down in here and put some pin. See, I want to lift up my pen so bad. My ink pen. And I want to put some little circles in there. Instead, I'm doing little lines. I'm not happy with that. Now, I want to go back up here. So let's just take my pen and draw over this. And this little bead thing here, not sure you guys can see it. It's on this side. I want to put it over here. So I'm going to just kind of imagine it being on the other side of her body. And it's got a, well, actually it's kind of oval. Now, how do I get her face on there? Let's go back, travel down here. Now, I do think I'm going to lift it up at this point because I don't want to put marks on her face that don't exist. So I'm going to lift up my pen. And I'm going to lift it up here because I have to lift it up on the eyes. And I'm not real happy with this, but there she is. I did most of it. But see, these you need to lift your pen up to draw. It's a fun exercise. Now, if I was doing this in freeform embroidery on the machine, I probably would lift up to do the eyes and the lips and then here, because I don't want a lot of lines on her face. So there's that. Mostly, I'm going to put most of the body is one continuous line. My pen is getting dry here. I lifted the pen to do the face. And then I'm going to put up here Penelope. And it's pen, like, say, straight pen, Penelope, my pincushion doll. So the idea is to do 365 days of art, but I just found the book again. What is this one? Draw some people in here. Draw somewhere you would like to visit. Try a continuous drawing outside. Draw, a lot of drawing. Draw an animal from life. Don't have any animals, so I guess a squirrel or a robin, they don't stick around long enough. Fill the page with pebbles. That might be fun to do. So there's all sorts of exercises in here. Beth Schuler does a lot of this. There's the kitty cats. Draw a page of cats. Here's one I did at a game. I glued it in here. This was at a basketball game. I did this on my telephone. And I did a quick action drawing there. People watching provides a great drawing to practice and can be done whenever you feel like it. Practice drawing people out and about. Take this book or loose paper. And I did this on my phone, my notepad, which I love because it has the S Pen. I kind of like that. It reminds me of her. Jersey 15. She went to a volleyball weekend conference thing. She's probably home now. So I'm going to work in this on occasion. But what we're going to do next, what time is it? I've got 15 minutes here. What I want to do is design my little piggy, my trapunto piggy. And what I thought I would do, is Becky here? I don't think Becky's here. Let's see if I can find it on my phone here. Because I was just out there yesterday. I probably put it in my... I have a playlist out here. If you go to my channel, the Meri Atelier, and if you go to my channel, I have a playlist called Indirect Shoutouts. Can I find it here? All videos. Oh, where did I do that? Sort by date added newest. It should be right here. Oh, it's when I add something. That doesn't make last video added. Here, I have a playlist. If you can't find this indirect shout-outs, sort by newest added or something like that. I don't like how they did this. I wish they'd let me do it, but oh well. Anyway, indirect shout-outs, Meri's liked video list. On the YouTube liked video list, their playlist, they made it private for everybody, so people can't see what you like, and I don't like that. So I created my own playlist, and I'm calling it a shout-out. I call it indirect shout-outs because it's something that I like that I'd want to share with you. And just by hitting the like on YouTube, puts it into your own private liked videos. I suppose they do it because of spam and stuff. But see, I was watching K3N, her most recent video. Here it is. Join in with the Christmas in July, Shadows at Midnight. And it's a knitting and crochet, but here's where she's doing this piggy. And let me grab the link here. Make sure it's the right one. It's on July 7th, so it's at the beginning. I think I have the right. Let me share this video. Copy link. And whoops, I got to get into my own channel here. Me. my live. Here we are. Whoops, I'm not in chat though. Here we are. Let me get into all messages. There's so much manipulating that has to be done here. So I'm just going to put the big piggy giveaway. Got an ad. And it's Shadows at Midnight, I think. Shadows. And I'm probably misspelling this, but you'll see it when you click on the link. Shadows at Midnight. And I'm going to put in the link. Send. Now let's see if I got it right here. Join with the Christmas July Piggies is the hashtag that she uses. And here's Becky's comment. Let's read it. She says, I just came over here from Narian's World, and I've shared this video with my YouTube Facebook group. That's where I found it. But what you do is you make a little piggy and you hashtag it as Christmas in July Piggies. And you send her, you make it, and if you want to be in the drawing, you send it to her. But it's kind of late for me. I'll never get it done by August 1st. I'm going to fold this in half. And I'm going to use I want my Sharpie. Maybe I'll use the black one. And I'm just going to sketchy out a rough hexagon here. I'll probably change the size of it, but I'm just kind of giving myself a little hexagon to put the piggy in, because I want to do a trapunto piggy about the size of the mouse and the rabbit that I've done already for my stitch journal. And what I want to do is put my little piggy in here. So about this size here, I'm just going to kind of make a circle just to get me a rough idea of, and what I'd like to do is, and now I'm going to switch pens because that's too thick. Let's just use my S-gel pen here. What I'd like to do is have my little Miss Piggy, and I'm just going to kind of rough it here. It probably won't look like a pig starting out. And you want, for my trapunto, I kind of want to keep it oval because it's going to be stuffed, and it's easier to stuff an oval than. So what I think I'll do is put her inside of the oval, and I'll stitch this with like an outline stitch, and we'll put her nose here. Now I'm going to kind of make it a little bigger here so you can see it, and then I'll size it down. What I want is my little Miss Piggy. And I think the ears kind of need to be a little more roundy. Something like that. And then her snout. And we'll give her a couple eyes. But I want to put her, I want her to be a granny piggy. The piggy that she's giving away is a little gold piggy that they named Terrence or Terrence. And what I want her to do is with her little piggy paw, her little piggy feet, we're going to just make little hoofs here. And give her another one here. And she's going to be sitting in a chair. And the blanket is going to be over her lap. Now I'm drawing it kind of big here. And this will be inside of the oval. And I'll do all this in an outline stitch. And then I'll have her little piggy feet come here. I'll have her little curly tail up here. Something like that. Something like that. I'll probably have to get a better idea, but she's going to be crocheting, and we'll put a crochet hook there, just as kind of a sketchy sketch. She's going to be crocheting a little piggy blanket for Terrence, and she's going to have some yarn coming off of her hook down into here, maybe in a basket. Something like that is how my little, and it's going to be slow stitched. I'm not going to, I don't do the, is it called amigurumi? I'll give her a little snout. Now, I was thinking I'd put glasses on her. Little granny glasses, and maybe put a ruffly cap on, a granny cap. Maybe put a bow up here. Just kind of an idea. And I thought that I would put a tag maybe on the handle that says, now this is going to be stitched, so I have to, you know, it's not, I'm going to put for, I don't know if I can get all of Terrence on there. For Terrence. And let's put some more yarn balls in there, and this is a basket. Can you guys see it? Let's go back to my black pen. So, here's her ears. Here's her glasses. And her eyes. Maybe put little eyelashes on her eyes. And here's her snout. Let's make the piggy look more like a piggy. And she's got this little granny cap on with a bow in the center. And little ruffles in here. She's a granny piggy. And she's crocheting. Here's her little hoofs. We'll put a little granny square in there. I found a whole bunch of these pins that I bought, and it's going to have a piece of yarn dangling down to, and this is getting dry definitely. And here's her other hoof. Her little feet. And this is the blankie. I don't know if I have another one out here. That's good. There's a blue one. And a Sharpie. Let's try. Yeah. Hold on, I want to see if I can't find a better pen. But now I'm going to put this inside of one of those little hexes, so it's going to be much smaller. But I'm doing it big here just to design it. See if I can't find a better pen. I need to get my pens out. I don't see one in there. Where are all my pens? Try that one. I'm going to start throwing them away when they get so... No, that's not any better. But what I want to do is kind of put little granny squares in here, just like that, maybe, with lines. So it's going to take me a while to do this. This needs a border, like that. I'm going to start throwing these pins away. I can make these squares bigger here. And I probably won't get as many on that small piece. But something like that. It's not what I want, but... And she made her piggy gold. So I might put a little gold piggy in there. That would be fun to do. A little gold in there. I might use a piece of fabric. If I can find some gold fabric. I think I have some, but something like that. And here's the basket down here with all the yarn in it. Kind of looks like my basket. Something like that. And I have her little piggy tail there. Maybe she'll have even have a gold cap. I don't know. I'm putting it on here. I'll have to decide. It may be, see, and I want to stuff it. So this whole thing will be in an oval. And I'll stuff the whole thing. Oval more like that. Or I could put the tail separately like I did on the mouse. And maybe stuff this. My pins are running dry on me. But then what you do when you make this out of fabric is you leave a 1/4 inch border around here. It's just not what I want. I'm disappointed. I gotta go hunt out all my pins. I can't find, hunt out my new pins. They're behind me. None of this is what I want. But you leave a border around here. So I might just, this would be the cutting line here. Like that. You can see it. If you can see it. And then what you do is you gather this, you put a running stitch in this bordered area. And then you kind of gather it, and what it does is it draws that fabric, that oval, in to kind of like a little pocket. And then you stitch that little, you cut it out, you put your little draw thread in there. You don't pull it tight like that. You just kind of lightly pull on the thread so it forms kind of like a little shape. And then you stitch that shape onto your fabric, and then you make a slit in the back of your fabric right there, and then you stuff that, and that raises your little piggy up, and they call it trapunto. And I want to do that, and I got an idea what I want to do right here. It's kind of hard because I think you're seeing it, but I'm not sure. It's kind of hard to see. I wish I had a red one out. I just don't have, I need to get some new pins out here because these, I use them a lot, but you can see they go dry. They go dry on me. But my piggy would be like an oval shape here. Something like an oval. A simple shape, kind of a organic shape here. And I'm going to do a trapunto. And then in the background, when I put it on my fabric, I might have, you know, like a little quilty background shape in the background fabric. I don't know what I have. I'd have to see. Even a checked shape that looks something like a granny square. If I could find something like that and stitch circles in it like that. Something like that in the background, and then this would be the, this is how dry that pin is getting. This would be the hexagon here. This is going to get in the trash real soon. That one's a little better, and it'll go dry too. See, they're about done for. Like that. That's kind of what I want to do for my piggy. But luckily, I'm going to throw these 2 pins away because they're frustrating me. Luckily, oh, it's 8:04. We can do the drawing. Luckily something. I forgot what I was going to say. I lost my book. I forgot what I was going to say, but, oh, I'm not going to enter it into the drawing. Oh, I know. I was going to say, luckily, this week's journal page from K3N is folded cloth. I'm half done with it now. I started it yesterday, so it's not going to take me long to do that, so I can work on this. Luckily, that's what I was going for. So let's do the giveaway. If you're interested in winning this or winning it for somebody else, I fussy cut one of these Kentucky Derby programs here, and it's got all sorts of Kentucky Derby fussy cuts in here. And I'm going to include the entire magazine because, like, this is the program guide here. I like these because I like to read the name of the horses. Cactus Sun, Chamberlain Bridge, Burgundy Tiger, Ghost is Clear. I like to read all of that. I don't read all the fine print. But they'll make nice journal pages. You can push some of that back. This is glossy paper. I'm trying to get down here to more of my fussy cuts. Let's get some of this larger papers out of the way. There's the Downs. There's the trophy. So there's quite a few fussy cuts here. And you could use it in Happy Mail. You could send it to people. You could play for somebody. There's some vintage pictures in here. This is the horse races there. There's great big painting. Used to be in the airport. I don't know if it's still there or not. Of this, horses racing like that. There's advertising. Of course, all my fussy cuts are upside down. Here, we'll put this one out for the... So there's quite a few fussy cuts here. A whole pack of them. I'll put it in an envelope. There's more here. They're all upside down. Let's flip them over. There's the jockey and champions. Here, we'll do it like that. So I'm going to have a giveaway. I'll put this under. And if you're interested, you're welcome to play for somebody. I will send this international. I don't know how much it'll cost me, but I think if I just put a couple stamps on it, it will go. Because it won't be that thick. I'm grabbing a paper here. And I threw my pens away. Let's do it in this blue. Silver color. So this is the Kentucky Derby. And it's a program guide, but there's a lot of cool pictures in it. Program giveaway. Fussy cut. Fussy cuts, we're going to call them. Fussy cuts giveaway. There's only be one winner. The range is 1 to 100. And you're welcome to sort out your numbers, put in duplicates. If you don't like your number, you're welcome to change it as long as you do it before the stop. Hi, Stephanie. Hi, Chris. Welcome in, everybody. Carla's here. Okay, ladies, everyone get their derby hats on. Don't you just love the big, pretty hats for Derby Day? One of these, I didn't bring it in here, but one of these program guides, I cut into the shape of a hat, like something like this. And, you know, the page turns right here on the side of the hat. And then I was going to put in fussy cuts in there, and I probably still will finish that, a Kentucky Derby hat journal. So we'll just leave these out like this. I'm going to put in the go. The range is 1 to 100. If you're international and are interested, you can play. You can play for somebody. You can change your number, because we don't have that many people in here that it isn't going to disrupt me. All right, go. And while you're putting in your numbers, where's my phone? I'm going to go out here to random.org and get it all set up. Go to history, you should be in here. Sometimes I take these things out. Where is it? Random.org, Amazon, weather. Here it is. Random.org. Sequence generator. And, whoops, that's not what I want. Random.org sequence generator. There it is. And it's right at the page. There's no, it's all set up. All ready to go. Let's turn my lights down. Let's get rid of some of my, I don't want to see any of this. Deborah, I answered her comment, I think. And got the weather report. It's going to be hot today here. I want to turn my lights down a little. All right. Angie played for Arlene. Thank you. And for Lori. Which Lori are you playing for? Paint Girly, Angie? Carla says 14, someone else. Carla, that's funny. Got a couple playing for Lori. I think they're playing for Paint Girly. For Janet Baum. Ruth played for Janet Baum. Thank you, Ruth. All right, get your number in. We don't have a whole lot of players here, so you're sure to win something. This is just a good way for me to, and you know, these fussy cuts are pretty neat. And you could keep the ones you like and toss the rest if you know, if you're not into stuff like this. But, you know, this would make a nice journal page all by itself, and put the word champions on here. Or even the jockey there. That I could see a journal page done out of this. Put it in your journal. Or maybe the pretty lady. I think she was reporting on the Derby that day. A racing review. She's got red shoes on. Red belt. And I got some little... Oh, this is this is an older vintage picture of the Kentucky Downs. What else is in here? Oh, I saved this because it's a list of all the Kentucky Derby winners, 1875 through 2012. In 1875, Aristides, Aristides, won it. In 2012, I'll have another one. And this actually was cut off of this page. But pretty neat page. This says, I'll have another. This is the 138th Kentucky Derby winner. Look at all those people. The greatest 2 minutes in sports. I guess it's a 2-minute race. Alrighty, I'm going to put in the stop. I think we've all played. So I'm not going to do the countdown. Stop. Send. Okay. So somebody's going to get this package of fussy cuts. Probably will not go out in today's mail. Will probably go out in tomorrow's mail. So here's the random org. And I turned the lights down so you wouldn't see so much glare. It's 1 to 100. The top number is the one we're taking. Get sequence. 44. Who's got the numbers closest to 44 without going over? Let me sit down again. Oops, I turned my phone off. Let's go back to my channel. Do I have it up here? Go to me. Go to my live. Turn this off. Just finding my way. Come on. Skip the video. Let's go to all messages. All right. Becky said, Ruth, I hope you had a lovely birthday. Was it your birthday, Ruth? Happy birthday. Oh, I do remember sending you a message. In fact, I sent you 2 Facebook messages. Becky ran out of stuffing. Oh, no. You're going to have to go buy some stuffy for that. Piggy. All right, we got 2715 to 2262. We're looking for the number closest to what, 44? Oh, I got rid of it. It was 44, wasn't it? Can I go back one? No, I think it was 44, right? I think it was. I could verify that. I didn't write it down. 62, 52, 98, 87. I think it is 27. Would you guys agree with me? Oh, 30 for Lori, for Paint Girly. I think it's Lori. 30 for Lori. The number was 44, I'm pretty sure. Let me turn this on and go back. I can verify that. Let me turn it this way. I want to verify that I'm looking at the right numbers here. Yeah, it was 44. It's right there, 44. And somebody wanted, I think, for Lori. Let me come back into chat here. She'll get a surprise. I might put some other things in there. Say, we give this away. Do what you want with it. She'll say, oh, okay. Oh, there you are. Hi, Lori. Lori, I think Joyce won it. Joyce won it for Lori. Right? 30 for Lori. $30 for Lori, for Paint Girly. It won't go out today, Lori, because I got a busy day today, but I'll get it in tomorrow's mail. I have those cards I need to mail too from last Friday. So there's plenty in here. It's all fussy cut. Well, not all of it, but you know, there's quite a few pictures and things in here that are kind of upside down now. There's the Kentucky Downs. Here's some stamped images. Here's the trophy. Here's a little logo of the Churchill Downs. This I just cut because I like all the horse names. Twin Engine, Ghost Hunter, Fiddler Blue, Hard Aces. The same thing there. Here's some horses. Here's some more running horse. This one I left because I couldn't decide, so I said the winner will decide. What brings you luck? Let's put these in here like this. I want to kind of get it into an order here. Champions. I like this picture. And you've seen all of these. Churchill Downs again. And these are from the shop. Little pictures from the... Here's, I think this is Winston Churchill. These are some vintage photos. This all came out of one program guide. Winning picks, there's journal spots. Passion, community, horsemanship. A horse can take you on an incredible journey. Here's another. That's Winston Churchill. I don't know who that guy is. He's famous. Horse. Little jockey jersey. Little things. Put it back in here. Lori, I'll be interested to see what you do with it. Knowing Lori, she'll come up with something really creative. There's a little Kentucky Derby 139 logo. I'm just trying to get them all in one spot here. They're kind of scattered. And then I left some of these pages big. I think these are, I don't know, I think that was just a scrap. I'm going to throw that away. I left these program pages large. You can use them or toss them. Here's more fussy cuts. Kentucky. There's a lot in there for one program guide. They did a good job on it. Some more horses, the trophy, the downs, the map, little stamp images, Churchill Downs, lady in her pretty hat. There's the trophy and the horse. Mint julep glasses. Another one there. Pretty lady in a hat. There's more mint julep glasses. There's the roses. I saved those off. Right here, the banner that they get. Trying to get it organized, and then these full pages. Wait a minute. These are just program guides here. So I'll put all of this in an envelope. It'll go out to Lori. You can get a, you have to make a decision. Do you want those or do you want him? You might be able to get both here if you, or do you want that, or we'll see. We'll see what she does with it. Knowing Lori, she'll come up with something creative. Do I have a big envelope here? I got the smaller ones down here. I'm disappointed that I cannot find that book I wanted to show you. I had something else I wanted to do this morning, but it floated away. I designed my little piggy. I'm going to slow stitch her. I kind of like that, but she's going to have to fit into the little hexie here, so she'll be a little piece. So there's that. I got these paper dolls from Prime Day. I don't know if they were Prime, though. I can't remember. But look, the package came cut. It was cut. I had a box I was keeping these in. Hold the phone, I'm looking. Probably not here. Nothing's here when I want it. That makes me mad. Nothing's here when I want it. I'll put this right back. I wanted to put those in that box that I had. Where is it? Under everything? I don't see it here. I had a 10. Is this it? No. Well, I guess I'll just leave them like that. These are kind of cool, though. These are the group pictures. I got them on sale, I believe. I don't think I paid full price. I can't remember, to tell you the truth. I was going to put those in a package. You guys, I cleaned this stuff off, and it's just piles right back up again. I found a jelly plate here. This was gifted to me, a circular jelly plate. I've got a couple of them here, circular ones. I would play with them, but I can't find my brayer. Isn't that terrible? Isn't it terrible? I'm looking for the tin that I put these in. All right. Well, I'm done. I don't have anything else to share with you. It's 8:30. I normally go until 9, but I think I'm done. Let's come out and say goodbye to everybody. Let me go to my live, my red dot. Live chat. She says, no pressure. Angie says she needs to go. Hugs to you, Angie. Angie's aunt passed away, so her family send Angie all your lugs and prayers. Have a good day, Becky. Becky's got to go get some more stuffing for her little piggy. Let's see. Angie says, if I was to wear a hat like that, you couldn't see my body. Stephanie says, I went to Churchill Downs one time a long time ago, but it was 2 weeks after the Derby, Mary. Yeah, I drove down there. I drove around all the buildings just to see the Downs. I don't think I was able to get close up to them, but you know, I was close enough that I knew where I was and I could see. That was enough for me. I'm not one for big crowds like that for 2 minutes. Here's the game. Let's see what else I'm missing out here. Stephanie G came in. Good morning, Stephanie. Chris K was here. Becky says, Mary, you have until August 15th to get a photo to her. Oh, well, that's good. That was at, let's see if I can find it again. Let me go to my channel. And I should be able to, let's see if I just had it up here. No, I don't like how they do their sorts here. Let's go to last video added. Let's promote the piggy video again. Where was that? Indirect shout outs. I was watching Shannon Green and K3N here. Join with the Christmas in July Piggies. This is by Shadows at Midnight, her channel. And you can find it in my indirect shout outs. I don't know how that playlist is organized for you guys, but I know when I add a video, it comes right up to the top, but I have to search for it on my own channel. I call it indirect shout-outs. And it is a playlist. It's called Indirect Shout-Outs, Mary's Liked Video List, where I'm shouting out to you videos that I watch that I'd like to share with you. Like, I watched Shannon Green this morning. She was dyeing papers. With a beautiful dye that she made from pinks, different colors of pinks and reds that she had around. She did a good job of it. I was watching K3N Cloth Tales. Her journal page is cloth folding. I got her in twice. Let's take one out. Remove from indirect shout outs. So I still have her in there. I just took out one of them. I was watching Shadows at Midnight with the piggy contest. Becky said that she changed it to August 15th, so you have time to get the picture in there if you want. Make your little piggy. You can crochet it or knit it or sew it. make a stuffed piggy and sew it. Or Becky's crocheting hers. I'm going to slow stitch mine. She's going to look something. She's going to be a granny piggy. And I think I'll make her body gold and her cap gold. And then this is going to be a granny square with a basket. And she's going to be crocheting. The piggy that Shadows is giving away, it is a little gold piggy. And his name is Terrence. So this is Terrence's granny. And I'm going to put granny squares in the back. Or I might draw them on there with thread or something. I watched Becky, July Pigs in a Blanket. This is Moss Cottage. She was walking out in her yard. Now I know why she calls her channel Moss Cottage, because they have all sorts of moss growing outside. Enchilada recipe that I watched at Simply Mama Cooks. That looked good. I like to watch this channel, Escape to Rural France. This mansion here, I'm going to call it a mansion. It's over in rural France, and he's reconstructing that house. It was just a mess, and he's rebuilding that house. It's beautiful what he's doing. Handy Hands Needle Tatters. She is, what was she doing there? I can't remember. Oh, how to remove a gap. Was that it? Closing the gap in a clover leaf. She was showing how to close a gap for use with tat. There's always, when you do a clover leaf, it's like this, and then there's a loop up there, and there's always a gap right in here where these two meet, and she shows how to close that up. I like to watch a girl with 2 dogs. She's a dog groomer. I like to watch her. Here's the Streamathon, the art Streamathon that's coming up, hosted by Raul and MMW, Miriam. Flip of Reedy River recipes. Aunt Beck. I don't remember. Oh, that was a stream, and I just got in on a part of it. Becky was sharing a recipe book. Sketch with Liz. She's doing sketches there. Hobby Lobby Tim Holtz clearance. This was a Dee Dee video. Dee Dee Willingham was sharing all her Hobby Lobby yummies that she got on clearance. Here's Becky doing some stitching. This is Marion's World. She was doing sashiko on an old jacket that she got at the thrift. Beautiful stitching. Marion's World. Becky watches her a lot. I occasionally go over there. I went over there this time because she was doing sashiko stitching. Textile art books, can't live without. This Susan Taylor Brown. I like to watch her. Intentional Thread book trailer. I bought this book called Intentional Thread. I'm waiting for it to come. I'll share it with you when I get it. How to make t-shirt yarn. That was by K3N. I was going to do that this morning. You take a t-shirt, you cut off the top, and you just have the bottom part. And then you cut diagonally like this, but not all the way through. And she does it in such a way, I'm going to have to watch the video again. But she does it in such a way that when you open it up, it's one continuous piece. And t-shirt yarn normally just kind of rows in on it. The cut t-shirt, the knit, just normally rows in on itself. And you can crochet with it, or knit it, or use it for baskets, or whatever. Let me get rid of all this. So it's only 8:30, a little after. Today is Tuesday. Let's do the shout out thing. On Tuesdays, I have I got Kelly Rawson at 9 p.m. I've seen her on, that's 9 p.m. Eastern. I have her I have her, now this is old, I got Stitch tutorials. She probably does other things on her channel too. Stacy Catitude comes on at 10 a.m. daily, so watch for her. Kathy Arbor is on at 1 p.m. on Tuesdays. I got Pink Girly on for Thursday. Becky for Wednesday. Dusty Unicorn at 10 a.m. Pacific. Now these are the times that they were streaming when I add them on here. That doesn't mean that they haven't changed according to their schedules. So that's all. And then Beth Schuler always comes on Tuesday, Thursday, and Saturdays at 6 p.m. Eastern. So if you're looking for something to do, there you go. I'm going to go ahead and sign off early. Enchiladas is one of my favorites, Chris K says. It sounds good, doesn't it? Kimberly put in a link to, oh, Kathy Berg, thank you. Kathy Berg and Colleen come on at 9. Why don't I have them written on that list? Mainly because I usually remember them, but let's put them on here. Kathy Berg and Colleen. K. Berg and Colleen K. Come on at 9 a.m. Eastern. I know they come on Tuesdays. They might come on another day too. I don't know. And then Beth Schuler. Let's put Beth on here. Beth I usually remember because she is so consistent. So far, she's in her 5th year of streaming this year. Probably going on her 6th year now since March. She's on at 6 p.m. Eastern on Tuesday, Thursdays, and Saturdays. She does a lot of fun things on her channel. Well, they all do. I'm going to have to make me a new list once I get a good pin out. Kimberly says, I hope you all have a great day. Oh, let's write that down. Lori says, APG Jamie, every 3rd Thursday. What time? At 9 a.m.? APG Jamie, what time does she come on? I'm running out of room here. APG Jamie. Oh, this goes to Becky here. Let me draw a line. 3rd Thursday. I'm thinking she's on at 9 Eastern. Becky says, I'm doing impromptus at the moment, but there are always replays. Yeah, I'm doing impromptus too. Like today actually is an impromptu for me. I usually stream on Tuesdays and Thursdays and Fridays at 6 a.m. But I have said, no, I probably will not be on Thursday morning. My early morning streams, I'm making impromptus until after Labor Day. Today, you know, I get so much I want to share with you that, you know, Tuesdays I'm ready to stream again. But I will put up a little video notification saying if I want to go on like Thursday or Friday mornings or Tuesday mornings until after Labor Day. I'll probably start doing that anyway. I'm going to put APG Jamie every 3rd Thursday at 9 a.m. Eastern. I think that's her time. You guys can correct me. Aunt Becky said, it's time for a new calendar. Yeah, look at that. I usually get this out and scrunch through it. I need to get a new one. So, have a great day, everybody. Thanks for playing for this fussy cut and bearing with me this morning. Have a great day. I got a busy day ahead of me. It's so good to see you guys again. I will let you know whether or not I'm going to stream Thursday. Right now, I'm thinking I'm not because I need to get in here and do some more cleaning. Bye.